Dean here, needing to talk with you about some nefarious deeds that have been happening on campus at our beloved Lenox College, and some elsewhere that as Dean of Students I must address. Our own Dean Laughlin has been signaling for many years the beginning of our class day with the ringing of the bell on Old Main at precisely 8 in the morning. Much to his vexation, on the 6th of this month, he proceeded to do his just resolve, and what did he hear but a thud? Upon investigation, it was found that the clapper had been sawed off in the dark of night by scoundrels and is not to be found. Continuing with this unfortunate behavior, a cow from the sugar farm was found on the top of Old Main, having been locked up the many stairs. Getting the above-named innocent Flossie back down required a great deal of time and effort on the part of staff, as no one had admitted to this act. Flossie had to be blindfolded to be led back down. This could have been a continuation of the unchaperoned sledding party held at the aforementioned Shover Farm, wherein one Miss Nancy Heath from Ohio came here by train after some courtship at the request of her new beau, Larry Shover, under the auspices of meeting his family. A group of Lenox students rode up to the Shover Farm in a bobsled pulled by the team of Lenox student Don Hucker. Miss Heath had the unfortunate accident and broke her leg sledding. Young Hucker had to drive his team through a snowstorm to Hopkinton with Miss Heath in the bobsled to get her to the train and subsequently to Monticello for doctoring. Fortunately, she has come out with no limp. It was also reported that one young Robert King was at said party and, having broken his leg the previous spring during track season, made an ill-advised decision to jeopardize his health and well-being by attending the event. And finally, given that the Minervans have taken on temperance for many of their orations, it was with great despondency that it was learned that some of our students had not been listening to the aforementioned orations regarding the societal ill effects of alcohol. Following imbibing and running out of ill-gotten liquor, decided that the preserving alcohol from the science lab holding a timber rattlesnake would suffice. The young men found this method was followed by immediate reactions and adverse side effects to their systems. This lesson was well learned. Because of the above-mentioned misdemeanors, the senior class trip to Chicago, staying at the YMCA, of which Lenox has an affiliation, has been canceled.
Thank you, Dean Bryan. I do hope our students will take this to heart and mend their ways. And now, if we'll sit back and relax, take it easy, we're going to go back to a kinder and gentler era. Time of old-time radio, when there were no ratings, entire families sat around and listened to shows such as Fibberman and Molly, the Green Lantern, and of course the ones that always chill up my spine, The Shadow, and The Inner Sanctum. Some of you may remember that one. That scared the dickens out of me. But it was a great time, especially a great time to be a kid listening to radio, because we got to use our imaginations. We sat around and imagined what the Lone Ranger would look like. We imagined what Sky King looked like, that sort of thing. It was really a very, very pleasant time. Back in those days of radio, there were no computer-generated sound effects. They were all done in the studio, either vocally or with whatever props they could come up with. Remember the old coconut for horses galloping, that sort of thing. And so we've chosen to do the same thing. We have our sound effects table over here on the stage right out in plain view, so you can enjoy what we're doing there. So without further ado, let's get on with the program.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
Wow, that was really spooky. We need something to cheer us up before we have our intermission. What should it be?
Well, if you'd read the script that's right in front of you, you'd find out, dear.
Oh, right, sure. Okay, here goes. Folks, we're trying out a brand new series and you'll be the first to get a sneak peek at it.
We're going to follow Jack Benny's lead on this one. Jack likes to spoof movies and radio, so we're going to do our own crazy take on detective shows with Nancy Marlowe, Girl Detective. It's 50% thriller, 50% comedy, 50% action-adventure, and 100% nuts.
Oh, what's it about?
It's the adventures of a hard-boiled private eye in the big city, but with a twist. Let's listen in for a bit, and I guarantee you won't want to miss any episodes this coming winter.
Yeah, I'm almost out of ammo.
Okay, you mugs, it's the Who Scout for ya. Take them away, officers.
Hey, who the heck are you? For crying out loud, I know who took us down.
Who?
It's Nancy Marlowe, Girl Detective.
Come on, Ouchie. The chief will be glad to get this bunch off the street.
Okay, Nancy.
My name's Nancy Marlowe, and I run one of the best detective outfits in Los Angeles, and that's saying a lot. People are always surprised when they call me up and find out that Marlowe's agency is run by a dame. But I set them straight PDQ because I'm as good a gumshoe as you'll ever meet.
That's right. Nobody messes with Nancy Marlowe.
That's Archie Watson, my trusty assistant. Since he's such a swell-looking gent, he came out to LA to get a screen test for the movies.
But they turned me down. They said my ears were too big. I asked him, do my ears look too big?
Can't see your ears so they don't listen to radio.
Well, Hollywood's Lost was my game. Whenever I need some muscle.
She just calls on me.
That's right. I'm the brains and he's...
Got movie star, good looks.
And big ears.
Oh, Maudie, cut that out.
This is my Aunt Maudie, the office secretary.
I used to be a gangster's mall, but the heat got too much, so I started teaching kindergarten.
After her third nervous breakdown, Auntie needed something quieter, so she came to work at my detective agency.
I type 80 words a minute.
With 40 mistakes a minute.
Hey, I'm still in therapy. Anyway, what do you want for free?
A new screen test.
Fine, leave it. Well, that's all you need to know about us.
The chief of police is on the line and wants to talk to you, Nancy.
Yeah? What's his beef?
Why don't you ask him? He's still on the line, the jerk.
Hello? Chief Gotham? What's up?
Nancy, it's really serious this time. Here's the scoop.
How come you called the chief a jerk?
'Cause he used to chase me around my desk all the time.
And you're mad at him because he put the moves on you?
No, because he never caught me.
Okay, Drew. Here's the taper.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the city.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Meanwhile, on the other side of the city.
I didn't hear anything.
Me neither.
Forget it, Ash. Like I said, here's the taper.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the city. In a secret laboratory deep underground, we find the evil Professor Marlowe and his twisted assistant, Dr. Nefarious.
Nefarious, my brilliant plan will soon be realized, and all of Los Angeles will be completely inundated, entirely under the ocean. Nothing left.
Yes, all that misery and destruction. He will be truly glorious. Your best yet. But tell me, Professor, how will it work?
What's the matter with you, Nefarious? Your brain's like a sieve lately.
I'm afraid so. Ever since you injected me with that experimental mind-expanding serum, I've been a little hazy around the edges.
How so?
Well, I keep thinking it's last week.
Well, it'll wear off soon. In the meantime, stay away from any open 10-story windows.
All right, but tell me about your plan.
You mean my flood ray? Well, here it is. My greatest invention yet. It will raise the level of the Pacific Ocean around Los Angeles 50 feet and completely sweep the cities with oblivion.
But, Professor, how does it work?
As you recall, Doctor, I aimed the ray toward the ocean floor. Within moments, the water on the bottom freezes solid and keeps freezing upward, ever upward, and the rest of the water upward.
And it has nowhere else to go?
But over the land, creating a sweeping tidal wave of enormous destructive power, will make the great flood look like a kiddie pool.
Meanwhile, back at Marlowe's agency.
There it is again.
What?
Somebody saying, meanwhile.
Never mind. We've got work to do. Okay, Chief. I think I've got all the details I need. I'll check it out and let you know.
Good. Let's hope we can stop Maldemar before it's too late.
Oh, Chief, why, you're still on the wire.
Monty? Is that you, Monty?
Why, yes. So, what are you doing after work, Chief?
Oh, I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot to catch on. But oh, I just can't tonight, Monty.
Oh, rats.
Too bad, Antigone. Okay, Arch. We're going to the docks. I'll fill you in on the way.
We're going to see a doctor? What for?
Just follow me and I'll drive.
As they head towards the waterfront, Nancy explains the situation to Archie.
Flood Los Angeles? Flood the movie studios? No way! Step on it, Nancy!
Here we are.
And they pull up to the docks. I mean the waterfront.
Look! It's Professor Maldemar.
What's that big machine he's got?
The ocean! The level of the ocean's rising! We've got to get... Hey! Let go!
I have you now, Lady Gumshoe. And you are keeping away.
Let go of me, you bum! Archie!
I'm afraid Archie won't be able to help you, my dear. Keep hold of her, Nefarious.
But of course.
Archie! Look out! He's making the rain at you!
Now hold on here. You can't... Oh!
Archie! Archie!
Oh, Nancy, it's freezing cold. I can't move. I can't move. Oh!
Let go of me, you rat! Take that!
Professor, she got away.
Archie! Archie!
I wouldn't try to touch it, my dear. In its present frozen state, the heat from your hand will cause it to shatter.
Shatter into teeny tiny, teensy weensy, itsy bitsy little Archie ice cubes.
And it will be bye-bye, Archie. For good.
Maldemar, you crumb! I'll get you yet!
Oh, I don't think so, my dear, because you're next. Smile!
Oh, no! No! Oh! Mold man! If it's the last thing I do,
Oh no, is this the end of Nancy Marlowe, girl detective?
No!
Will Los Angeles be inundated?
No!
Will the professor's wicked plan succeed?
No!
Will Archie thaw out long enough to give his screen test? To find out the thrilling answers, tune in this winter, folks, for the adventures of
Nancy Marlowe, girl detective.
Golly, that sounds thrilling. Kind of weird, but thrilling.
There's a saying that the love is blind. Still we're often told, seek and ye shall find. So I'm going to seek a certain lad I've had in mind. Looking everywhere, haven't found him yet. He's the biggest bear I cannot forget. Only man I ever think of with regret. I'd like to add his initial to my monogram. Tell me, where is the shepherd for this lost lamb? There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who watch over me. Although he may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to my heart he carries the key. Won't you tell him, please, to put on some speed, follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. One week is sunshine, the second is rain. Third is the roses that grow in the lane. No need explaining, the one remaining is somebody I adore. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before.
sunshine, the second is rain.
Third is the roses that grow in the lane.
No need explaining, the one remaining is somebody I adore. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before.
That was the great KLNX Troubadours with I'm Looking Over a Four-Leaf Clover.
That's a great old song, perfect for the summer. And speaking of summertime, what could be better in summer than going to the circus?
Oh, you know it. The circus, glamour, thrill, spectacle, excitement.
Yeah, and jealousy, murder, and mayhem.
What do you mean? Jealousy, murder, and mayhem?
Hey, when Dick Tracy comes to the circus, can crime be far behind?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Now, who needs to catch up?
Okay, fine. Here we go with the case of the Big Top Murders.
Featuring America's favorite detective, Dick Tracy. Calling all adventure fans. Dick Tracy is on the air once again with another thrilling mystery story. Tonight's exciting episode is one of Tracy's most baffling cases, the case of the Big Top Murders. Our story begins in the office of Hambone Schillerberg, manager of the Big Top Circus, where he's desperately trying to keep his two-star attractions, Feline, the tiger lady, and Madame Zelda, the elephant trainer, from killing each other. Let's listen in.
Say, I know you stole my cake. Well, Zelda, I'm telling you, I did not.
Stop, both of you. Okay, what's the beef about already?
She says I stole her cake. I know she did. I just had it made special. It was in my dressing room. Well, why don't you take better care of your stupid cake?
Shut up. Now, one at a time. You Zelda, what is it?
It's the Schiller, my new cake. The one I use when I act with Prancer, the dancing pachyderm. It's been stolen. So how come you're accusing me? There's hundreds of people around this circus. I don't need your old cake. I know you don't need it. You swiped it out of pure spite. Because my dancing elephant act gets top billing over your moldy old cats. You has-been you. Oh, yeah? How'd you like the black eye? Yeah, you and who's on me?
Well, you two, you cut it out.
Well, she's telling lies about me.
Hey, you better leave while I talk to Zelda. Go on.
Well, sure, take up for her, 'cause she's your star. I don't mean nothing around this circus no more. Everything's Madame Zelda. Zelda and her stupid dancing ton of blubber. What? Why I ought to...
Come on, cut it out, both of you. Face scram. It's only 20 minutes to showtime. Go get ready for your act.
Okay, I'm going. But you ain't heard the last of this, Madame Zelda. Not by a long shot.
Oh, hello, Flay.
Well, if it ain't Duckfoot, the sad, sad clown. Dry up and blow away, will ya? Out of my way.
Say, what's eating her?
She's always sore about something, Duckfoot.
Sure. Zelda, here's your cake.
What? My cape? My new cape? Where do you find it?
In the dressing tent.
But I looked all over for it. It's been gone since last night.
Well, you got it now, so forget about the trouble and get ready, will ya?
You want me to go with you, Zelda?
Look, Duck, I told you how I feel. I'm just not in love with you. Why don't you leave it at that, okay? Gotta go.
Sure, sorry, Zelda. You might thank me for finding your cake, though.
Oh, yeah, thanks. So long. Schillerberg, see you after the show.
Ah, rats.
Hey, Ducky, why don't you wise up? She ain't never gonna fall for you. Hey, I gotta go. See you later.
Yeah, she ain't never gonna you know, clowns have got feelings behind their painted smiles. She'll find out. Clowns can love. But clowns can also hate.
On another part of the grounds, we find Dick Tracy, Tess Trueheart, and Junior, Tracy's nephew.
Come on, Tessie, hurry up. Uncle Tracy, we're gonna be late. The show's already started.
We already are late, and it's all your fault, Dick Tracy.
Well, we'll never see the show if we just stand here and talk about it.
You betcha. Let's get going. Big Top's just ahead. Man, oh man, I love this circus.
Weren't you just here last night, Tess?
Oh yes, it was wonderful. Duckfoot the Clown, Feline and her trained tigers, and best of all, Madame Zelda and Prancer the dancing pachyderm.
If you were here last night, how come you wanted to come again tonight?
Didn't you know, Junior, that Tess has become quite a photographer? She takes pictures all the time, of everything. She's probably snapped several shots of you without you knowing it.
Wow. Can I take some pictures too, Tessie?
Maybe later, Junior.
Hold your tickets, please. Hold your tickets.
When I was at the circus last night, I realized what wonderful possibilities the circus offered for photography, so I came prepared tonight with my camera.
So that's what that big leather case is. I thought it was just a small steamer trunk.
Oh, ha ha.
Tess, you don't need me to carry this equipment. You need a burro.
Dick, it's not that bad.
Hold your tickets, please. Still time to see the amazing Zelda and her dancing elephant. Right this way, folks. Right this way.
I got the tickets.
Thank you, Sonny. Go right on in, folks. Go right on in.
Oh, the tigers are still on. Give me my camera.
Tigers? Oh, yay. Oh.
Are you catching a cold, Junior?
Go on. It's these tigers. You know I'm allergic to cats. Can't even be around them without sneezing.
Yeah, I forgot. Well, looks like they're finishing up, so you'll be okay in a minute.
Got it. Great pictures.
Well, how many pictures have you taken already, Tess?
I haven't the slightest idea, Dick, but I'm saving one whole roll of film for Zelda and her dancing elephant. She's wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the star attraction of the Big Top Circus, renowned throughout the world, the greatest, the most stupendous attraction of all time, Madame Zelda and Prancer, the dancing pachyderm.
Watch this, Dick. Zelda comes out into the ring on this side, and the elephant enters from the other side.
Wow, man, look at the size of that elephant.
Great! The elephant is curtsying to Madame Zelda.
What a shot! I got it.
What are they doing now?
They're going to waltz now. See? She's dancing toward the elephant. Got another great shot.
Hey, the elephant's backing away from her.
Yeah, he's pretending he doesn't want to dance.
Something's not right here. Is this the same act you saw last night, Tess?
No, that's not the way it happened. Something's wrong, Dick.
Hey, Walters, look at that!
He's picking her up by the cape, and he's swinging her.
Dick, she'll be killed. Oh, Tracy, I can't look anymore. It's horrible.
He's killed her. Trampled her to death.
Ever think about putting some bounce into your life? Our sponsor, Pink Bonner Balls, has just the solution. Let's give a listen.
In 1916, Nellie Finkbonner of Perry, Iowa, donated $4,000 toward the construction of Finkbonner Athletic Hall. She was hoping that husband Martin Finkbonner would be remembered on Lenox College campus for years to come. In keeping with the memory of Martin, Lenox College is offering a commemorative basketball called the Fink Bonner. There is no ball like the Fink Bonner ball. Tough-skinned, rippled to texture, and plenty of bounce. Fink Bonner balls keep their firmness and are easy to grip, no matter how tenacious the activity. Fink Bonners are everywhere there is athletic action, and they have been well received by the ladies. So fun to remember Martin by playing with one of his balls today. There's no ball like the Fink Bonner.
Well, listeners, after hearing that, you may want to try a little one-on-one. But before you do, let's get back to our story. The next morning, we find Tracy interviewing Fayline and Hambone Shilliver over the pending evening's tragedy. Junior listens in.
So what can you tell me?
Mr. Tracy, I don't see why we had to come down to your office this morning. What happened to Zelda last night was an accident.
Yeah, Faye's right, Mr. Tracy. I've been with circuses for 40 years, and I've seen plenty of accidents like last night's.
It's part of the job, Mr. T. The risk, I mean. When you work with animals, well, you never know. Take it from me.
Mr. Shilber, tell me, is it possible to direct an animal to kill?
Well, I suppose so.
Come on. Nobody could handle that elephant but Zelda.
So, everyone loves Zelda, including the elephant, yet she's dead.
Nobody said. Everyone loved Zelda.
What does that mean? You didn't?
No, I didn't. And you can take that to the fake bug.
Hey, well, it was a small disagreement, Mr. Tracy. A matter of billing, nothing serious.
I didn't do it, if that's what you're getting at. Let him test Duckfoot or some of the others.
Duckfoot the clown? Well, I asked him to come here this morning, too. Where is he?
He said he'd be here.
Did he dislike Zelda, too?
You kidding? He was nuts about her. Wanted to marry her. She kept telling him it was no use. Made him mad. One time he threatened to kill her.
Hey, what are you saying? Okay, if you're through with us, Mr. Tracy, we'll be going along.
Yes, that's all for now. I'll drop by after the show this evening, just to look around.
Can I come too, Uncle Tracy?
We'll see, Junior. Oh, Tess, come on in.
I developed the pictures last night that I took at the circus. Oh, I didn't know you had visitors.
That's okay, ma'am. We're just leaving. Come on, Faye.
I'll walk you to the car, Shelver. I want to ask you a few things about Duckfoot the clown. Be back in a minute, Tess.
Well, I think I've got it all figured out.
You mean about Zelda's death?
Sure. It's the revenge thing, like in the movies. Circus clown's in love with the glamorous animal trainer. She didn't have the time of day for him, so he turned her own beast against her. Yep, just by elephant. One of the messiest kinds.
Junior, you've got some imagination.
Oh, sorry, I was looking for Mr. Tracy. He said he wanted to talk to me.
Oh, come in. Are you with the circus?
Yeah, I'm Duckfoot the clown.
You are? Jeepers! I'd have passed you on the street and never guessed you were Duckfoot. Boy, all that clown get-up sure makes you look different.
It really does. Oh, I've got some pictures that I took last night.
You got actual photos of the elephant and Zelda? Let me see them, will you please?
Well, all right, here they are. These are only proof sheets, you understand, very small images.
Man, oh man, you got everything. Amazing.
Yeah, they are amazing. And they tell me one very interesting thing.
Yeah? What do they tell you?
They tell me that Zelda was murdered.
Not long afterwards, Tracy receives a disturbing phone call.
What's the matter, Dick? Who was that on the phone?
Shelver, the circus owner. He said Duckfoot didn't show up for the show tonight, and missed the last one, too.
Hey, you don't think he's met with foul play? After all, he said he knew that lady had been murdered just by looking at Cassie's pictures.
Well, I don't know. I've looked at those pictures from every possible angle, and I still don't see anything that would indicate murder. I'm stymied.
Dick, would it help if I enlarged the pictures I took?
Yeah, it would. We'd be able to see them more clearly.
Great. I'll go home and print enlargements. Won't take much more than an hour. I'll be back before you know it.
Meanwhile, in her tent at the circus, we find Feline and Baby, her pet tiger.
Shh. Now, baby, you know Faye can't let you out of your cage. Go to sleep like a good baby. That's a way, baby. There you go. Sleepy bye, sleepy bye.
Feline.
Huh? Duckfoot? What are you doing here and where have you been? You missed 2 shows. Shilliver's hopping mad.
I want to talk to you about some pictures took last night by Tracy's girlfriend. Pictures that concern you. It's all down on film. How Zelda was killed.
Hey, great. But we all saw how she was killed. The elephant trampled her.
No, Faye. He didn't trample her. The elephant trampled her cape. The pictures show it real plain. It was the cape set that elephant off.
Okay, so the elephant didn't like Zelda's taste in clothes. What do you want me to do about it?
You're real funny. You killed her, Faye.
What? You're nuts. I was nowhere near that elephant.
Maybe not. But you killed her the same as you put a gun to her head and pulled the trigger. You was jealous of her. Jealous because she outshone you. Because she was a bigger star than you ever was.
I didn't do nothing. And you can't prove I did.
You're right. I can't. But the pictures will. The pictures will tell the whole story, Faye. All I gotta do is show them how, and you're convicted.
Wait a minute, Duckfoot. Hold on. I ain't saying I did kill her, but I've got money I saved up and you can have it. Just keep your mouth shut.
No. I'm gonna tell them about the cape. Show them those pictures. And when I do, you have it, Feline. See you later.
Duckfoot, come back here. Come back. Oh, I'm sunk. Or am I? No, there's something I can do. Something to stop him. Come on, baby. Come on out. That's right, sugar. Come on out. And go get him. Sorry, Duckfoot. You just wouldn't listen, would ya?
No! Ah!
Things are getting pretty bad at the circus, folks. Not long afterward, Tracy questions the circus owner.
Hey, I called you as soon as it happened, Mr. Tracy.
Did he say anything before he died?
Nah, by the time we could get the cat off him, he was done for.
Poor guy.
Wow, what a way to go.
Yeah, if only I knew what he saw in the pictures. Say, I wonder if he talked to Feline. Shilliver, where is she?
I don't know, Mr. Tracy. Probably in her tent after the show.
Not to mention, where's the tiger? Caged up, I hope.
Yeah, it is. Funny thing about that cat. We had a bad time with it for a few minutes, but once we got it into Faye's tent, it went right back into its cage and went to sleep.
Whoa, she keeps the tiger in her tent?
Yeah, calls it Baby.
Well, I guess we'll never know what Duckfoot saw in those pictures. Just too bad.
Well, hey, why don't you show me the pictures, Mr. Tracy? Maybe it's something only a circus man would recognize.
Good idea, Shilliver. Tessie's bringing enlargements of the proof sheets. That'll make it easier to see what Duckfoot saw. And while we're waiting, can I have a look at that cape Zelda was wearing when she was killed?
Yeah, got it right here in this box. I was going to mail it back to her folks.
Good idea. Autopsy shows she died of a broken neck. The animal picked her up by the cape and tossed her.
Wow, this cape sure is torn up and dirty. I think we ought to... Oh. Whoa, take it away.
What's the matter, Junior?
This cape, it's affecting me the same way cats do. Makes me sneeze. Oh.
Cats? Yeah, cats. Say, Shilliver, how do elephants and big cats get along?
Why, they're natural enemies.
Oh, if an elephant smelled the scent of a tiger...
Oh, he'd go nuts. Wait, you mean that cape? Zelda's cape?
Yes, that cape had the scent of a tiger on it, and it drove the elephant wild. Come on, Shilliver, we gotta go find Feline.
On another part of the grounds, Feline finds Tess Trueheart.
Excuse me, miss. Are you Tess Trueheart?
Oh, it's you, the tiger lady.
Yes, I needed to ask you about the pictures you took.
Gosh, did Tracy send you to look for me? Sorry I'm so late. I was making enlargements. He wanted Mr. Shilliver to look at the picture. Tracy thinks that a circus man will be able to see what poor Duckfoot saw in them.
Oh, sure. Well, Tracy and Shilliver are waiting for you in my tent, over here. Come on.
Oh, all right.
So, you got all the pictures with you? Negatives, too?
Yes. I jammed everything in this envelope and dashed out. Did Tracy say he wanted the negatives? Why?
Search me, honey. Oh, here we are. This is my tent. Come on in.
Thank you. But where are they? I thought you said they'd be here.
They'll be here in a minute. Come on in.
Oh, what's that?
Why, that's Baby, my pet tiger, the star of my act. I keep his cage in here in my tent. Don't worry, he wouldn't hurt a fly.
Is he the one who
hurt Duckfoot? Nah, Baby's a pussycat. Aren't you, sweetheart? Say, can I get a peek at your photos?
Why, certainly. Here they are.
Nice. Yeah, it's plain enough. Makes everything crystal clear. Duckfoot was right for once in his lousy life.
Then you see it too? What is it? Wait, what are you doing?
I'm burning your pictures, dear. Burning the evidence.
But then you killed Zelda and Duckfoot.
Yeah, I took her cape and wrapped it around Baby here all night. It had the scent of my tiger all over it. Then, when Zelda's elephant smelled it, he went nuts and trampled the cape. Too bad Zelda was in it at the time. And too bad Duckfoot figured it out. It got him killed.
Oh my heavens, I've got to get out of here, out of my way.
Sorry, lady, you're not leaving here. Alive at any rate. Get her, Baby. Get her for me.
No!
Tess!
No!
Tess, look out! Stand back! It's dead. Tess, are you all right?
Oh, yes, Dick. I'm all right. Thanks to you. You were wonderful.
How did it get out?
Feline let it out. She tried to kill me. She's the murderer, Dick.
What in blue blazes happened here?
Wow, Uncle Tracy, is the tiger dead?
Yeah, it's dead. Where's Feline?
The tiger lady? Me and Mr. Shilliver saw her running toward that other tent a minute ago.
Well, come on, we have to get her. Which way did she go?
Toward the animal tent. That's this way. Come on.
What was that?
It sounded like Zelda's elephant. Face in here. Come on.
Oh, no. Looks like we're too late.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh, how awful.
She's dead. Trampled to death by Zelda's elephant.
Dad must have smelled the tigers on her clothes.
Well, I guess we can say this is just retribution.
That's right. That's what happens when you're driven by jealousy and ambition. In fact, that's what killed both Zelda and Faye. Too bad.
Yeah, they were really great. Oh, Uncle Tracy, I think I've had enough circus for a while. Can we just get out of here and go home?
Yeah, I think we can do that, Junior. Would ice cream make you feel any better?
Oh, yeah, lots.
Well, then, come on, let's go.
Tune in again next week when Dick Tracy, America's best-known detective, tackles another baffling mystery, the case of the man who died twice, featuring America's favorite detective, Dick Tracy. Until then, this is Morton Rutherford saying, see you then.
The Doolittle Development Corporation announces Doolittle's first addition to Hopkinton, offering buildable lots for a growing population. Not only can a parcel be purchased from Doolittle Development Corporation, but financing is also available to qualified buyers through Hopkinton State Bank. Not FDIC insured. Leroy Jackson and H.A. Carter lumber mills are gearing up for the anticipated demand. L.J. Stoddard Millwork
will offer only the best accoutrements for your home. The Higgs Downtown Boarding House will have available rental rooms for the workers. Lots starting at $200 make Doolittle First Edition to Hopkinton an affordable option. Get out of that log cabin and into a luxurious home of your own. Privies at an additional cost. Judge for yourself, folks. You can do a lot with a Doolittle lot. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to welcome you to our listening pleasure, the Monticello Winds Choir. Throughout history, there have been many songs written about the eternal triangle. This next one tells the story of Mr. Grayson, a beautiful woman, and a condemned man named Tom Dooley. When the sun rises tomorrow, Tom Dooley must hang. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, or boy, you're bound to die. I met her on the mountain, there I took her life. I met her on the mountain, stabbed her with my knife. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, or boy, you're bound to die. This time tomorrow, reckon where I'll be. Hadn't lived for Grayson, I lived in Tennessee. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, or boy, you're bound to die. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, or boy, you're bound to die. This time tomorrow, reckon where I'll be. Down in some lonesome valley, hanging from a white oak tree. Well, now, boy, hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, or boy, you're bound to die. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley, or boy, you're bound to die. Or boy, you're bound to die. Or boy, you're bound to die. land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Till the sun comes shining and night is strolling, and the wheat fields waving, and the dust clouds rolling. As the fog was lifting, a voice was chanting, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me.
Here's one of the best kept secrets in Delaware County. Located on Main Street, Hopkins, is a place called the Not So Tiny House. Why the name? Well, around the year 1960, a group of church women started a ministry of running a year-round garage sale out of a two-room house and called it the Tiny House Mission. The idea continued and grew. 4 years ago, it moved into a big building that used to be the local grocery store, hence the name change, the Not So Tiny House. Owned and operated by Hopkins Community Church, its purpose still is to get good used items into the hands of those who need them. The Tiny House Mission Store is all about giving. People give by donating their slightly used items. Volunteers give by working to tag the items, getting them displayed nicely on the shelves. Shoppers give by shopping and buying the items, many of the items that they buy to give away. And then all the money that comes in gets given to those who need the help. Everybody wins, all in the name of the Lord. Repeat customers have their favorite area in the store. Some come in for the wide variety of adult and children clothing, some for the knickknacks and the kitchenware. Do-it-yourselfers love the man cave. With its assortment of gadgets and gizmos, the inventory changes every week. And what a great place during the Christmas season. Common phrases you will hear while walking through the aisles are, "I've been looking for this for years." Or, "I never thought I'd see one of these again." Or, "That's just too cute to pass up." And my favorite that I heard just today when I was there, "I found something here I couldn't even get on eBay." And the prices. Where else can you pick up a sweatshirt or a pair of shoes for $1 each? Or maybe you'll find this year's Halloween costume there, only $2. A new cup for your morning coffee, 25 cents. A VCR movie or cassette tape, 10 cents. Listen to this book. A whole bag of books for $1. You can't beat that. But wait, there's more. Act now, while there's still time, to get in on the BOGO sales. Buy one, get one free. So, take in the shopping experience of Not So Tiny House on Main Street, Hopkins. Open every Wednesday afternoon, Friday and Saturday till 2 o'clock. Come on in. It'll do you good as well as doing something good for others. Thank you.
It's time for Easy Aces, starring Jake and Cooper Ace.
Well, I tried to stop her, interest in the couch started the other day when she met my boss's wife, Mrs. Norris, on the street, and they had a chat about psychoanalysis. It went something like this.
Well, Mrs. Ace, good morning.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Norris. Long face, no see.
Yes. Where are you going, my dear?
Just fine.
Well, how have you been?
Just up the corner to match this material for a dress.
That's good.
I hardly recognize you, Mrs. Norris. It's that sweater you're wearing, I guess.
Oh, my sweater. Do you like it?
You look stunned.
My dear, I've never worn a sweater before I started going to my psychoanalyst. He told me my subconscious mind kept me from wearing it, and he made me get rid of my inhibitions. He did a good job on me, I can tell you that.
Oh, yes. He certainly fitted it well.
His name is Dr. Ziegfeld.
Dr. who?
Ziegfeld. Z-I-G-F-E-L-D. He adjusts all your mental conflicts. It's done wonders for me, my dear. Every night I offer up thanks for Freud.
For who?
Freud. F-R-E-U-D. He's the man who founded psychoanalysis. Oh, what Dr. Ziegfeld can do for you, my dear. He'll tell you everything that's on your mind.
Well, all I have on my mind now is this material. I want to get matched for a dress.
Oh, no. I mean on your subconscious mind. Things you don't even know about yourself are there. For instance, look at me and Jonathan. He's as devoted a husband as you'll find anywhere. And still, in spite of all his devotion, it has left me, shall I say, apathetic.
All right.
Last week, for instance, he said to me, Margaret, he said, you're certainly looking well. It was then I realized I had to go see a psychoanalyst because my subconscious mind said to me, yes, he thinks you look well now, but how long will he think you look well? That's when I went to see Dr. Ziegfeld, and what he's done for me, he told me what makes me tick. My dear, you simply must go to him at once.
First, I have to get this material matched for a dress.
Oh, I don't mean this minute. You'll have to make an appointment. He's so busy and so handsome. You can see what he's done for my mental conflicts.
Yes, you're so cheerful and so ravenous looking in that sweater. Maybe I will go.
Tell him I sent you. Do you remember the name?
Oh, sure. Mrs. Norris.
No. I mean the doctor's name. Dr. Ziegfeld.
Oh, yes. F-R-E-U-D.
All through dinner that evening, I noticed there was something on Jane's, if you'll pardon the four-letter word, mind. After dinner, she sat there staring into space. So I sat there staring into space. We stared into each other's space. And finally, she said,
Dear, how do I look to you?
vacant.
Yes, but how long will I look that way?
Well, according to insurance statistics, your life expectancy is about...
No, you're getting off the subject. Do I look good to you? That's what I want to know. Now, come on, I want your candid opinion.
My candid opinion is that you look very sweet. Wonderful.
Oh my, I've got it too.
I beg your pardon. What have you got?
Mental complex. M-E-N-T-A-L.
Isn't that awful? What are you talking about?
I'm going to a psychoanalyst first thing in the morning.
To a psychoanalyst? Jane, you amaze me.
Not now, dear. Let me tell you why I decided to go to him. This morning, I ran into Mrs. Norris.
Hard, I trust.
And she told me she's been going to him, and you should see what he's done for her. She's wearing a sweater.
She went to a psychiatrist so she could wear a...
She got rid of all her exhibitions.
Not in a sweater, she did.
And just now, when you said to me how wonderful I looked,
Apathetic?
A-P-A-T.
Will you stop spelling at me? I know apathetic, and you're not going to a psychoanalyst.
He doesn't give you medicine, you know.
I know.
I tell him what's on my mind, and he tells me what's on my mind.
Jane, and he wouldn't have a target.
Don't you understand? When you told me just now I look wonderful, I felt, shall I say, apathetic. That means something.
It means you look wonderful.
Yes, but how long will you think I look wonderful?
How long?
See, even you're beginning to wonder.
Jane, we have no money to throw away on foolishness like that. They're expensive.
Yes, but look what he does for you. He told Mrs. Norris all about yourself. Told her what makes her thick.
And she is. Jane, if you go to this guy, you'll wind up in a straitjacket.
Well, if he fits it for me as well as he did her sweater.
He will. So the next morning, Jane got up bright and early and went to see the psychoanalyst. Correction. The next morning, Jane got up early and went to see the psychoanalyst. The doctor is ready for her with pencil and couch.
And you say Mrs. Norris sent you to see me?
Yes, she did, Dr. Ziegfeld.
Mrs. Norris? Ah, yes. She had a deep-seated neurosis. Why, were people permit their neurosis to become so deep-seated if they would only come to me earlier?
Well, you said 11:30, Dr. Ziegfeld.
Mrs. Ace, for your first visit, I will take your case history. Are you comfortable on the couch?
Oh, this is fine, thank you. I like your office. Everything Mrs. Norris told me about you is certainly true, Dr. Ziegfeld. She said you were handsome.
Really? Well, now.
And I return the compliment and say, I think you're handsome too.
Well, now, so much for the doctor. Let's get to the patient. Tell me about yourself, Mrs. Ace.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm handsome exactly, but my husband...
Let's not discuss your husband for our first visit. Let's stick to you. Tell me, how do you feel? Generally, I mean.
Well, physically, if you'll pardon the expression, I feel fine. But it's the mental conflicts that get me.
No, what mental conflict?
Like when my husband said last night I look wonderful, my unconscious said, how long will I look that way?
Aha. Something on the order of Mrs. Norris's anxiety neurosis. Well, I see I'll have to prescribe for you the same as I did for her.
Yes, I guess so. Except I wear a much smaller size than she does.
What?
What?
Mrs. Ace, tell me, how long have you had these thoughts when someone compliments you on your appearance?
Since I saw Mrs. Norris yesterday.
Then I'm sure Norris is a mild case, and I can cure you in this one visit.
But if I'm always going to say, how long to myself?
You won't always say that, I'm sure you won't. Mrs. Ace, I think you are a very charming woman.
Well, thank you, Dr. Ziegfeld. I guess it's this new blouse I'm wearing.
There, you see? You accepted my flattery without a single thought to the contrary passing through your mind.
Yes, sir, I did.
You are cured, Mrs. Ace. It was a simple case. You don't need a psychoanalyst, but I'm glad you got here when you did. Most people wait until it's too late.
Well, I'm glad I got here at the psychopathic moment.
Yes, but there are too many more important cases in these troubled... What did you say? Then you got here at what moment?
The psychopathic moment.
Psychopathic?
Yes. Well, goodbye, doctor. How much do I...
No. Just a moment. Lie back, please.
What happened?
Say that again. You got here then. Say it.
Dr. Ziegfeld, you're scaring me. You're getting my bearings balled up.
Getting your what?
Doctor, let me up. You're making a mountain out of Mohammed.
A mountain out of Mohammed?
Is something wrong?
Lie back, Mrs. Ace. You are a most interesting case.
I am? Huh? I had
Tuition? Offering, yes. Most interesting is this. There is some force at work on your mind, which telegraphs twisted and hastily visualized words to your tongue. What is that force? That's what I want to find out. In the interest of research, would you come to me for an hour every day and tell me the story of your life from as far back as you can remember? Just 1 hour every day. Will you come?
Sure, if you think I have to.
Yes. Very interesting case. We will have our first hour now. And I bet. Mrs. Ace, tell me the story of your life from as far back as you can remember.
Well, let me see. I'll start with my 5 years in high school.
4 years, Mrs. Ace.
Oh, not me, Doctor.
That night I refused to listen to anything Jane had to say about her visit to the psychiatrist. But Jane found an interested audience in her mother, who is now living with us. I'll tell you about Jane's poor mother. She was in the last stages of a big appetite. She'd been to every doctor in New York, including one veterinarian in Flushing. That was the day she said she was sick of a dog. She takes dozens of different medicines. There's one medicine she takes every hour on the hour. It's Cutty Sark. Some Indian remedy, I guess. So when Jane mentioned having gone to a doctor, her mother looked up quickly and said,
So the doctor said you've got psychoanalysis? It sounds exciting, Jamie. Did he give a prescription?
No, Mother. He's not like the doctors that give you medicine and take x-rays and put you in an oxidol tent.
What kind of a doctor is that?
He's a psychoanalyst. He cures the mental complex and makes you happy.
Well, if it makes you happy to be happy, be happy. Personally, any doctor who won't give you medicine is a fraud.
That's right. F-R-E-U-D. He tells me what's on my mind. He can see right into my brain. Dear, now stop that.
I didn't say anything.
Well, I don't like your attitude about this whole thing. Get out of this.
I don't like her spending money on psychoanalysis.
Money? After all, what is money for if not to spend on doctors? I always say it's better to be well one day than sick for 2 weeks.
I'm not sick, Mother. Look, here's the whole thing in a nutshell.
Just tell me about the doctor, Jamie. He sounds very interesting.
A good question, Mother. And the answer is he certainly is. And the handsomest you ever saw, with his office to match. Tall, dark brown hair.
I always wanted a tall office with dark brown hair.
And when he smiles, oh boy.
No teeth?
Dear, what did I tell you?
You said stay out of it.
Well, do it. Where was I?
The doctor, Jamie. Does he have a regular doctor's office?
Oh, sure. Like every doctor's office. Young nurse, old magazines, and you have to lie back on his couch. He has there and talk to him. There's a table on either side of the couch. On one table, cigars. On the other, cigarettes. And he says to me, lie down and relax. So I did. And he said, I want you to tell me the story of your life from as far back as you can remember. You can smoke if you want to, he said. So I took a cigar and started to talk.
Took a cigar?
It's in my bag. I'll give it to you later. You see, I'm always thinking of you. And you sit there making sarcastic remarks.
So, what did you talk to him about? Did you tell him where it hurts you?
Oh, no, Mother. I told
continued telling the story of her life. Only she noticed he yawned through most of the story she told him yesterday. So today she has made up a lot of exciting things that didn't happen to hold his interest. This is the day which will set back psychoanalysis 25 years. One which will become known in medical circles as Black Friday.
That's it, Mrs. Ace. Just lie back and relax, and we'll take up where we left off yesterday. I hope we can do as well today as we did during our first hour.
Oh, this is going to be a thriller-diller, Dr. Ziegfeld.
Yes. Let's take it from after your high school graduation.
Yes. Well, Sir Doctor, oh, you're going to like this. It was the summer I graduated. The heat was on, and we were driving home from a party. Sally Anderson and I and two fellas. The fella she was with later left town. The fella I was with later became Mr. Ace, my husband. You see, Sally and I always double-dated. We've been insufferable friends for years.
Insufferable?
Oh, yes. Always together, like a couple of Simonized twins.
Simonized? Let's go on.
Yes, sir. Well, we were in the car, and one of the boys was driving, the one in front. I was in front with him. Sally was in the back with the other one. We were singing and laughing. Shine on, harvest moon. You know how school kids are. Full face and fancy free.
A full face? Mm-hmm.
Yes, you know. Just out for a good time. Not wild or anything like that. Or would you prefer wild?
What's that?
No, I guess you wouldn't. Well, we were driving along when alongside our car came another car, and in that car was another boy I used to go with, and he was jealous that I was out with Mr. Ace, who later became my husband. So I leaned over to Sally in the front seat and said, "Isn't that Roy?" And she said...
Just a moment, Mrs. Ace. You said before you were in the front seat.
Did I? Well, she leaned over to me in the front seat, and I said, "Isn't that Roy?" Is that better?
Yes, I believe it is.
And Sally said, "Yes, I believe it is." Well, Roy was so mad that I was out with Mr. Ace, who later became my husband, that he wasn't watching where he was driving, and he almost bumped into us. He kind of looked wild, almost besmirked, you might say. So Mr. Ace, the one who later became my husband, started to drive faster to get away from him, and pretty soon we were both going so fast. Well, I'll tell you how fast we were going. We were 12 miles from town, and would you believe we made it in 8 miles?
You made it in 8 miles?
8 miles about a day. And then, to climax, we suddenly heard the whistle of a train coming around the hill. Oh, I forgot to tell you there was a hill around the bend, and we had to cross the tracks. But there we were going like bats out of a belfry.
Belfry, yes.
And we were going so fast we couldn't stop. And the train was going even faster, and we couldn't hear the train whistle. And we were going. And we all knew that if something didn't happen, this was the end. Well, goodbye, Doctor. I'll see you tomorrow.
Come in. What happened?
My hour is up, Doctor. To be continued tomorrow.
Well, the story Jane made up out of a whole week turned out to be a series. His psychoanalysis. Jane rushed home to tell her mother and me what had happened to her on the second visit to the good doctor's office.
Well, sir dear, he didn't yawn today. I told him a story about being in a car with you, who later became Mr. Ace, my husband. And a train was coming around the hill, and it looked like it was going to hit the car. And then I stopped. Well, you could have knocked him over with a fender.
You mean to say you told him
Maybe I can help you.
And now, a word from another one of our loyal sponsors, Myra Maine's Funeral Home and Crematory. The Myra Maine's Funeral Home and Crematory has been taking their business dead serious for over 75 years. The Maine's Funeral Home and Crematory is located 1 mile past Dead Man's Curve on Resurrection Drive. Myra's staff really dig what they do, and the crematory specialists go out of their way to earn your business because their day begins when your day ends. Myra Maine's Funeral Home and Crematory is the best in town, and you shouldn't be caught dead anywhere else. People are dying to get in. Just ask our clients, they're speechless. Their business has you looking up, and they carry out all they undertake. Myra's professionals are the last ones to let you down, and they deliver to a higher authority. You only get one chance to make a last impression, so the Maine staff will make you look drop-dead gorgeous. Myra Maine's Funeral Home and Crematory provides a once-in-a-lifetime service with less cash for your ash, because if you're dead serious about saving money, you need to check out their killer prices. Myra Maine's Funeral Home and Crematory will put you in the ground with no money down, with coffins so nice, you'll want to die twice. Any style coffins are available at Maine's Funeral Home and Crematory. They just customized one for a lawyer. He was buried in paperwork. No matter when your dying day, the Myra Maine's Funeral Home and Crematory has a one-of-a-kind casket layaway plan, and you can get a hearse without draining your purse. Repeat customers, 1/2 off. For an additional fee, Myra staff will keep the Westboro Baptist crazies away. Quality of musicians are available for hire for all funeral services. Orchestra leader Rick Amortis and his band the Lucky Steps live by the notion that once your organs stop, ours will begin. Their version of the classic "Another One Bites the Dust" is to die for. Can you trust Myra Maine's Funeral Home and Crematory? Of course you can. Now it's time for Myra's weekly Don't It Make You Want to Roll Over in Your Grave Funny Bone Tickler. What did one casket say to the other casket? Is that you coughing? Myra Maine's and her staff know how to put the fun in a funeral. Now back to our program.
Next morning, I went to see Dr. Ziegfeld. His office was just as Jane had described it: tall, dark, brown, and I was greeted by a nurse in a short leather seat at a desk.
Good morning. May I help you?
I want to see Dr. Ziegfeld.
Do you have an appointment?
Yes, 11 o'clock.
What's the name?
Mrs. Ace.
Oh, yes, I have it here in my book. Mrs. Ace?
Yes, Jane Ace.
Oh, to be sure. Well, doctor, we'll see you in a minute. Won't you have a chair, Mrs. Ace?
Oh, no, you don't understand. You see, oh, well, yes, thank you. I'll sit right here.
No, not here. Over there against the wall. That's it, Mrs. Ace. Just relax. The doctor will be with you in a moment. Don't get excited. Don't be nervous. Everything's going to be all right.
I'm not excited. I'm not nervous.
That's right. Just relax. The doctor will ring when he's ready for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
You're looking well today, Mrs. Ace.
It's just this makeup.
And
Well, no thank you. I just had breakfast.
the doctor will see you in just a moment, Mrs. Ace. Would
find my size in ready-made. Even hose. Have to have them made special.
Me too, Mrs. Ace, and the nylons they sell you these days. This morning, I put on a brand new pair of nylons, and no sooner did I get here when I got to run all the way up to here.
Really? Up to where?
Look, Mrs. Ace, all the way up to... Oh, the doctor will see you right now, Mrs. Ace.
Now he sees me. This is psychoanalysis.
Go right in.
Thank you. It's been nice almost seeing you.
Remember me to Mr. Ace.
Come in, Mrs. Ace. There, I'm happy to... Who are you?
I'm Mr.
Oh, you are the one who later became Mr. Ace.
Go down here. Yes, I'm Mr. Ace. She couldn't make it today.
Oh no, I was hoping she would come. I've been on pins and cushions since she left here. I've been going besmirk.
Bismarck.
I've been trying to write a paper on her history, but my bearings are all balled up.
Brother.
Even my wife can't understand what's happened to me. Oh, we've been insufferable companions for years.
Murder.
I've always been so full-faced and fancy-free.
Look, Jane. Doctor. I don't want my wife coming here anymore. Will you please tell?
Not come here anymore. She built the story up to the psychopathic moment, and then she walked out. She's got to tell me what happened. You were in the car. You can tell me. You were speeding along in your car. The train was coming around the hill. You couldn't stop. The train couldn't stop. What happened?
We were killed.
Thank you, Mr. Ace. Thank goodness you took a load off my... You were killed? Interesting case. Lie down, Mr. Ace. Very interesting. Now, I want you to tell me the story of your life from as far back as you can remember.
Well, I was born in a Wild West show at the age of 3. That doctor will never forget that hour if he lives to be 12 years old. Fixed his wagon because the very next day in his office.
That's right. Just lie back comfortably and relax. Now, I want you to continue the story from where we left off.
Well, now that we got the treatment, the boy will then be Mr. Ace, my husband. Oh,
Well, move over, Jane. I gotta have some room.
dear. Move up a little. The palms of your feet are hanging over the end of the couch.
I can't move over. You push over a little.
I can't. There's no room.
Well, somebody's gotta move.
All right, children, all right. If it makes you happy for me to move, I'll move.
Join us again Saturday night for another visit with Jane and Goodman Ace, the Easy Aces. This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.